when you get right over the top of 24th, just before the crest of the hill, why don't you just blow up in there and start laying a couple more flares for us.
10-4.
Okay, right now what we're going to do is we're responding to assist our B partners. 87-1, they got an accident on the other side of the freeway on the southbound side. Once we got there, we ran a quick traffic break, slowed down the traffic. As I started to lay out the flares, we heard the skidding and then the impact, and the other vehicle just burst into flames.
Is that a tanker truck? It's a tanker truck.
Go to the right! Go to the right! I see it, okay.
Watch out, get out of the way. Hey Connie, it looks like it's about a 4-car. Looks like it's going to be a 4-car. God. Go, go, go! This way, boys. Good God.
As I was laying down the flares, another vehicle came into the rear. Per witnesses, this vehicle, the vehicle ahead was stopped, had its brake lights on, and the rear vehicle was a DUI driver. She rear-ended the back of this vehicle at 70 miles an hour without even applying her brakes. The vehicle immediately burst into flames.
They're still in there. I can't tell. It looks like 1 or 2 in here.
You don't. Oh, you can only see one here.
Yeah,
we got him.
You want me to head back there? Pretty much clear for up here.
The driver was fully engulfed in flames. He was unable to get out of the vehicle. San Diego PD made a good effort to get the passenger out. He broke the passenger side window, and the passenger hurled himself out of the passenger side window. As he did that, he was fully engulfed in flames also. For the paramedics, he had third-degree burns, approximately 35% of his body.
I want you to look at your foot, and I want you to count out loud to 30 for me. Okay? You understand that test?
You want me to count to 30?
Counter. She was a 2-0 on the preliminary alcohol screening device, so she was pretty well under the influence at the time of the collision.
Okay, as I said before, you are under arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol. Okay? Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Have a seat in the car.
The driver of the other vehicle was arrested for felony drunk driving and for manslaughter.
The woman, a Navy wave, had been drinking and was on her way home when she hit the car. She was charged with felony DUI and manslaughter. It was her first driving offense. Final blood alcohol test confirmed she was 3 times the legal limit for California. The passenger, with burns over 35% of his body, is in critical condition in a hospital burn unit. His friend, the driver, was dead from a broken neck before the fire. He was single and had no children.
What we got is a stolen vehicle out of Russellville, Arkansas that River Ranger dealt with earlier and had to go off on another call. And he's now attempted to stop the individuals again. And the guys rabbited on him or decided to run, and we're trying to catch him because the pickup's pulling away from him. We'll gain on him out here in probably another 6 or 8 miles and take over the pursuit. See if we can't shut this guy down. Charlie 630 Cherokee County will be going by Peyton's place. What we're going to to do. We've got people on the adjacent highways, roadways and stuff, setting up some roadblocks or getting in position to set up some roadblocks. We've got a trooper coming from the north, approximately 12 to 15 miles ahead of us, coming south, and he's going to try to cut the guy off too and set up a roadblock so we can get him shut down. We've got pretty much all the county roads contained, so if he goes off on them, we'll be able to find him. We ought to see the River Ranger coming up around this next corner. Charlie 630 Cherokee County, we'll be going by Hanging Rock Camp. Yeah, there's the River Ranger right there in front of us. He's in the tan pickup with the lights on top. They were on Highway 10, parallel to the Illinois River, northeast of Tahlequah. Charlie 630 Cherokee County just passing Arrowhead. Park 276, I'm going to come up on your rear end here in just a little bit. If you can advise me when's a good time to pass you. See if I can't go ahead and catch up with these guys. See what we can do here. Charlie 630 Cherokee County, we just passed Round Hollow. I get visual glimpses of him every now and then. He's still northbound on Highway 10. I'm gaining on him in a pretty sufficient manner at this time. I ought to be on him pretty quick. Charlie 630 Cherokee County, I've got a visual sighting on the individual. Got the deputy that's still on the Oaks Road. Have him come on east to Highway 10 and Parks 275, try to get to Chewy Road to intercept the individual before he can get by there. Charlie 630 Cherokee County, holler at Parks 275 and see what his location is. He's crossing the center line and stuff when they're coming in cars, and I'm afraid he's going to hit somebody. Can you holler at Muskogee and see where that trooper's going to be at up north? We're going to need to get this guy shut down. Charlie 630 Cherokee County, we just passed the Adair County line, still northbound on Highway 10. He's almost got one head on. Oh no, he's lost it. He's lost it, Cherokee County. He's rolling. There he goes again. He's rolled twice. Oh no, he's ejected one. Go ahead and start me an ambulance up here and I'll be out with him.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now! Give me those hands! Let me see the hands!
You better put those hands up from underneath your belly. Stay on the ground. Ambulance on the way for you, fellas. All right, just hang in. Okay, all right. Fellas, don't get up now, all right? Stay on the ground. How do I go about turning this truck off? How do I go about turning this truck off? Push what?
Push the ignition down.
Okay. Fellas, you do understand you're under arrest, right? Okay. In the second roll, the passenger, the 13-year-old passenger, was ejected through the passenger side window. The vehicle started to roll a third time, and when the passenger was ejected, he landed on a position that would be underneath the truck, and the truck came back down on top of him. And I just knew he was going to be underneath there and have some really bad injuries due to the vehicle coming back on top of him. But due to the fact that the vehicle was a four-wheel drive package vehicle, it stood up a little bit taller and had a little stiffer suspension, it probably saved the kid's life. Even though they did crash, at least nobody else was injured in the accident. Some innocent bystander. These kids, even though they weren't adults, they knew right from wrong. They knew what they were doing was wrong, and they should have never done it in the first place. Or number two, once they were caught, they should have went ahead and surrendered at that point and not endangered anybody else's lives.
Both driver and passenger were taken to the hospital. The driver was released that night, then booked in jail where he pled guilty to attempting to elude possession of a stolen vehicle and reckless driving. He was given 1 year, 45 days in jail. The passenger, a minor, was not charged. He suffered head and abdominal injuries.
Right now we've got a pursuit, a multi-agency pursuit coming out of Hamilton County. I don't know what the pursuit entails, but right now we've got all our units trying to set up a position to intercept the pursuit. I hate wet roads. This is not good. 144813, check with 1280 on road spikes.
7 Lincoln 11.
We're getting ready to come up on the road that they're going to come out on.
We're at Wall 320 now.
We're on 45 to OSP. We're on Stoneman Williams. We're passing Owensville Fire Station now. We're coming out to 132.
Don't spike him on the bend. Get some flares up real quick to slow him out on the road. Block southwest.
The pursuit basically took a side road, and three of our units, highway patrol units, were able to get to the intersection before they were, but we were just maybe a second or two ahead of them. Best we could do was control their movement, which way they turned on the road we're on now, which is 132. We weren't able to put out our stop sticks, which is a device used as a roadblock to deflate the tires of the vehicle we're pursuing. The guy's going to wreck.
Hillman County, go ahead. Anyone have a registration on the vehicle? That is affirmative.
Okay, what just came on the radio now, they gave us the guy's address off his license plate. And the problem we're going to come into now is the guy knows this area. So it looks like he's trying to get home. He just crashed. Okay, they've got him cuffed.
That's
144813. We need 1284 to respond to this 39.
You also have a right to stop answering at any time. You understand your rights? You're under arrest for felony, fleeing, and eluding. Probably in about 3 counties. How much you had drink tonight, Mike?
Go ahead and send the squad to be rolled.
Couple beers.
This is the unfortunate situation with the pursuit. Fortunately, no one was hurt in this situation. I think this pursuit totaled about 20 miles, maybe. I'm not sure on that. We came into this area here and just basically ran out of road. Unfortunately, we lost one of our patrol cars in it that didn't make the turn. The gentleman we're pursuing, looks like he just made it around the curve and lost it, went over the side and flipped over as you see here. Looks like the reason for fleeing would be alcohol. Trying to get out of a DUI again.
This was stupid.
Would you put the gas road in jeopardy?
Westbound 32, just outside of your area where I'm sitting.
Including mine?
I ain't got no driver's license, Tony.
So what?
He almost ran into me, and I thought, no, I got to get some.
Oh, right there. He had me right there. I had to go straight.
Yeah, I thought
You got a felony on you for doing this.
Right.
I know, I just got hurt.
The violator's car, he went around the curve so fast that he left marks on the roadway. Basically, and the car just came around on him. He went over the embankment and flipped over. Our patrol car, who I believe was right behind him at the time, wasn't as fortunate either. He just basically slid straight off the roadway here at a kind of curve like he was trying to make the turn. He wasn't hurt, fortunately. Looks like no major damage to the car.
Yeah, this front end.
What'd you hit up here?
I hit this fence and I hit
the cable box?
No, I hit the ground.
You hit the ground?
Ditch,
Took out the front?
Yeah.
This is the embarrassing part. You were ahead of him, okay.
Yeah, and then I got beside him. No, I was behind him in the pursuit.
Okay.
Second car. But he went to stop at the light, and I said, well, that's the time to get in front of him, because I knew this road teed right here.
So you were coming up around in front of him?
Yeah, and I got beside him, and he just kept right on pushing him, man. I couldn't get over to the right or left, and I saw I locked him up and slid right through here.
You were in a no-win situation in here. Looks like it started over a traffic violation where they suspected he was under the influence of alcohol. He was weaving, doing a couple other things that are indicative of someone who's been drinking. The pursuit started. Here we are about 30 miles later, made it this far. When they looked through the car, they found a little bit of marijuana inside the car, so got somebody who's not only under the influence of alcohol, but under the influence of drugs as well, marijuana. 200 yards from home, almost made it.
The suspect was charged with DUI, aggravated assault and resisting arrest. If convicted, he faces up to 11.5 years in prison and fines of up to $8,700. Although the suspect's vehicle was totaled, he suffered only scrapes and bruises. Repairs to the damaged squad car totaled $5,100. No officers were injured in this incident.
DUI 24 minimum, go ahead.
In pursuit of a motorcycle northbound in the trail. You stopped for me and then you took off again. We're coming up on about 40th Street. 10 rescue.
10-4 is 1039 to rescue.
Very serious.
We're coming up on a serious bodily injury crash involving a motorcycle. We've already got an officer on scene. Go ahead. 1426, 10 on. 1426, go ahead.
Mike, just give me an update on what's going on here. Mike's coming northbound.
640.
Coming out from over there by the bingo parking lot. DUI deputy was trying to stop him. He's coming northbound without any headlights on. Passes the deputy. Deputy gets in behind him, turns on the lights and siren. Motorcycle just started speeding up. Cab was just coming southbound to make a left. No other northern traffic. T-boned the cab.
Okay. We got any headlights on the bike, or were they on or off? Do we know?
There was no headlights working. We don't know if there's a hot shot or not.
When you got behind him, did he have his headlights on or any lights at all?
No, I originally stopped him because he passed me down the road there with no headlight on at all.
Okay. So the taxi cab driver, like I thought, didn't see him at all?
I'm sure the cab didn't see him at all. The cab was turning real slowly into the parking lot.
So you were just trying to stop him?
Yeah. He probably didn't have any brakes in that bike. He had plenty of time.
I don't see no skid marks.
He should have had plenty of time to stop.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I don't see any skid marks.
I predicted the crash well before he hit. He should have been able to stop.
Okay. So,
I don't see nary a skid mark.
I didn't either. Why don't you explain to me what happened here tonight, sir?
You see, I was coming here because I had to drop the passenger at the Horizon, and I was coming.
All right.
I stopped, and I turned, and all of a sudden hit my front door.
When did you see him, or do you recall?
I don't know. I just saw in the mirror of a flick, you can say that. That's it.
Do you recall if he had his headlights on?
I didn't see his headlight, I didn't see at all, but I see the bike.
You saw him right before he hit your car then?
Yeah.
How you doing? You were in the taxi cab?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'd like to do is get a statement from you, if you would, on what happened.
It happened so fast. Because when we were turning, I was looking another way, so all of a sudden he said, how fast is going? All of a sudden, boom, and just glass went on.
Who said, how fast is he going?
Him. He said, how fast, look how fast he's going, or something like that.
Okay, so he saw him right as he was making his turn? Was that, he was already into his turn?
Yeah.
He was almost across the street?
Yeah.
Where were you sitting in the car? In the front?
In the back,
in the back?
left-hand side.
I said, I need to get somebody, I need somebody to clear to go down to the hospital and draw blood on this guy. 1049, I think I'm 1098 now here, and I'm doing traffic.
We do probably have speed involved, no braking. There's no evidence whatsoever of any brakes or skid marks of anything else being applied, even in the short area right here. It looks like he was probably doing at least 45 when he hit the car. You got good crush damage on the bike and on the car. The homicide officers will work out the figures on how fast he was actually going once they get to estimate the crush damage and all that.
When he left here, he left as a trauma alert. He still had some vitals, but he was hanging in the balance. We weren't quite sure. At that time, we also smelled alcohol on him. So we immediately went to go withdraw blood down at the hospital when he got transported down there. During the time while he's being down at the hospital and being transported, I ran the tag of the car, of the motorcycle rather, 1028. Turns out he has a suspended driver's license with numerous suspensions, and after checking for warrants, he has 2 felony warrants, 1 federal and 1 state. At this time, we're holding off on the warrants and all charges until we can find out exactly how well he's going to do or how lousy he's going to do.
This is just an unfortunate incident, and all for a headlight out on a motorcycle. But we've also been told that there's probably alcohol related in this particular accident too.
The crash victim sustained severe head injuries, and despite emergency surgery, he died 22 hours later. His blood alcohol level was 0.24, nearly 2.5 times the legal limit. The victim's 3 outstanding warrants were for burglary. The taxi cab was totaled.
We're responding to a vehicle accident down Route 80 near Christian. It's prom night here in Man, and the only information we have at this time is that a vehicle is on its top and there are injuries in the accident. Is she in the car right now? Yeah. Here, let me take a look here, buddy. How you doing, honey? Were you the only one in the truck? Huh? Were you the only one in the truck? Okay. You just hang on. We got the ambulance coming up. What's your name?
Well, honey, just hang on. We're right here with you, okay? The ambulance is going to come and get you out. Listen. Well, listen, it's liable to hurt you more trying to get out, okay? Well, just hang on, okay?
I was born crippled in my back.
Oh, just hang on there, okay? I'll stay right here with you, all right? Well, you just hang on, all right? Stay awake for me, Alice, okay? My name's Scott. Can you talk to me? Huh? I don't believe I've seen you before. No, hang on there, all right? We're going to have somebody get you right out. Hang on there. Hey. Dave.
He went looking for another guy.
Okay. Wait, hang right there with her for a minute. Try to keep her awake right now. Don't let her get out. But is this your truck? Okay, do you have, is it legal? The plates belong on it and all?
Yes, sir. I got the insurance papers on the legal.
Okay, are all those in the car?
Everything's in the doctor's appointment.
Okay. Dave, you want to do some field sobriety testing in there?
Come on over.
The driver fled the scene to a nearby residence, ran behind it, and Trooper Lemon was able to locate him back there and place him into custody. Trooper Lemon performed the field sobriety tests on the driver and determined that he is under the influence of alcohol. After he was arrested, he complained of chest pain, so the ambulance is going to transport him to the hospital, and we'll be able to obtain a blood sample there for processing in our lab to find out exactly how high his blood alcohol concentration was.
The driver was charged with DUI with injury and leaving the scene of an injury accident. He was treated and released from the hospital that night. A court date is pending. He faces 2 years in jail and $6,000 in fines, plus suspension of his license. The passenger was also treated and released from the hospital.
We got a possible personal injury accident. You better get me some assistance up here, ASAP. How you doing?
I've been looking for somebody. I couldn't find that.
What do we got?
So I don't know if there's anybody under there or not.
Can't see nothing.
I've been trying to look around to see a body. Can't see nothing.
Where's the driver? Where's the driver of the truck?
The truck is right here.
Okay. Did you see anybody in this car?
No, I didn't.
What's the story here? What happened?
The car never stopped from stop sign.
I can't see anybody. There's got to be somebody in here. We gotta go, people. We gotta try and pick this thing up and move it. We're gonna tip over. Let's go. All right, guys. We need something.
Watch it, bud. Get a tire wedged down on this side.
Okay, we got a body. We need, if you guys can get me something to lodge this thing up.
Get that blocking, right?
All right, we're gonna listen. Where's the chief here? Somebody. See if we can start getting this road all blocked off here. All right.
Get gas on a big tanker.
Be advised, I'm going to meet a sergeant, camera, coroner to this location. 2854.
What do you need, Mike?
Let's get the road blocked. We're going to have to get somebody up. Just stop traffic up there, maybe get them turned around.
Okay.
We have to shut this down for now. All right, they got this car chocked up. We got any witnesses? Looks like we got a two-car fatal involving a unknown vehicle and looks like a gas truck. You can smell the gas. It's real thick around here right now. Gotta ask the driver how much he was carrying, but we're trying to get traffic stopped so these guys can do their job here. How much gas is in your truck? You leaking anything, or is that coming from his car?
It's from the car. I got 1,500 gallons of fuel oil in the truck.
All right, none of it spilled out?
I don't see any of it, no.
Okay. Which way were you heading here?
Excuse me?
Which way were you coming?
I was coming this way. I was going east.
You were coming eastbound on 107?
Yes, sir.
In this car?
He was going north.
All right, he was going north? And he just blew through the stop sign?
Never slowed down.
You hit him with the front end? You T-boned him?
Well, I think so, because
pretty close.
He come across in front of me, and I was just trying to make room for him.
Why don't you talk to this gentleman here? I know you're kind of in shock right now. We're got the corner in that.
in the back of the rig.
Okay, I'm gonna need your license and your driver's license. You can get that, when you get in the car, back in the ambulance. All right. So our main concern right now is going to be getting this person out of his vehicle, and let's hope that this thing doesn't spill its fuel oil. We got 1,500 gallons of fuel oil in it. Okay.
Glove me? You got gloves on you?
Here in my pocket, there's gloves.
I got. He's got gloves in his pocket.
What's holding this guy in?
They got a rope on it right there.
Okay, we got.
I just got his belt.
Okay. We're going to be able to pull him out? Is his legs pinned in there?
Oh, his legs are fully pinned up here.
His legs are pinned?
Yeah,
all right.
He's in there.
All right, as long as we got this blocked off.
No vital signs at all found.
No.
Arrival to the scene, and he's 1620 is when we officially.
All right, well, he's officially.
Absolutely.
I got guys coming. It's going to take a while to cut him out anyways. I have no idea what kind of car it is.
Malibu Classic.
Malibu Classic. Whew. It's been a long time since I've seen a wreck like this.
All right. Put the foam on so we don't catch a blaze, huh?
Well, I was worried about this thing here. This baby's full. It's got 1,500 gallons in it.
The heating oil's got a low flash point. It doesn't blow up like gas.
Good. Apparently the driver of the vehicle blew through the light. He got a two-way stop here. Apparently he was heading northbound on County Route 126, and this tanker truck was heading eastbound on County Route 107. This guy heading north failed to stop the light, and the tanker T-boned him. Unfortunately, in an incident like this, we end up having to make notifications to the next of kin. Usually the investigating officer tries to do it, but at this point I'm going to be stuck here for a while. So a fellow trooper is going to have to go up and make this notification. I don't envy him at that. Now we got to try and get this tanker flipped over. Luckily we've lucked out. We haven't had any leaks here. I was just notified that this truck's sitting on top of an aquifer. A leak would be very bad for the people in this area who use well water. This area doesn't have piped water, it's all wells. You get 1,500 gallons of kerosene down into the aquifer and you got some real trouble. So far it doesn't look like we're going to lose any of the heating oil. Now the investigation really starts. We got to take measurements of the road, the width, how far the vehicle's traveled. Now that the ambulances are out of here, we go to work. Well, these never get easy. I mean, even after 5 years in this job, you never get used to seeing this kind of destruction. I drive in a car 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. This car is not much smaller than mine. Kind of lose the battle when you go up against something this big. It's absolutely amazing the destruction that happens in something like this. Reminds you how fragile life is.
The driver of the oil truck was treated for shock and released that night. He was not cited for the accident. The 47-year-old driver of the car was coming from work and had not been drinking. However, he had been cited 3 times in the past for failure to stop at stop signs. He died instantly. He is survived by a wife and an 11-year-old daughter.
We've got an accident with some injuries up here, a little ways. They believe some people have been ejected from the vehicle. Wait, you got a car down over the embankment there?
Yeah, supposedly 2 people down there right now. You can see one.
You got one? There's one over there?
One behind there, yeah.
All right, they were ejected from the truck?
Evidently, yeah.
901 to Fairfax.
Got a call.
901. I'm at the scene here now. It's going to be quite some time before Route 1's open again. We're going to need traffic diverted off these ramps, keep them off these ramps for a good while. I can see some cars trying to back up off the ramp now. We're going to need some help down here.
10-4. Hey, are you 901? You stay on the scene.
Okay, 10-4. He was in the northbound lane, Route 1. It almost hit the wall on the right side over here, overcorrected with the vehicle, jumped the median here and hit this car head on coming southbound. There's two children in the bed of the pickup truck. They were both ejected. The driver remained in the vehicle, was trapped in the vehicle. There was one more child in the passenger side. He was also ejected. They all went over the wall at the bridge here. She's coming from a family reunion northbound, all right? If you look over there on the side, you can see his tire tracks in the dirt. He almost ran off the road over here. Okay. Looks like he rotated, you agree with me here? Rotated, started yawing, came across the curb, struck this vehicle head on. Okay. He's got some gouge marks over there. Looked like the impact occurred over here. There was at least 2 kids in the back of the truck. Okay. Possibly 3. The report we've got right now, there's 2 were in the back, there was 1 in the front. All 3 of the kids were ejected over the bridge. Okay. The driver was not. Alcohol is involved, as far as we know right now, was involved.
This vehicle?
This vehicle, he's got broken leg and some severe lacerations. She supposedly was medevaced out. I don't know how she's doing. Okay. There was a baby also they had taken away. I don't know what the status is on the child now. They were real lucky where they landed. It happened to be very soft, with a lot of brush coverage that broke some of their fall. You know, 100 feet in front of where the accident happened, or 100 feet further up, they could have landed on the interstate, and there would have been no chance. Now it's time to clean up the mess. I hope everybody turns out all right.
The boys, whose grandfather was driving, sustained fractures and head injuries. The driver of the car that was struck sustained a fractured pelvis, and her passenger's ankle was broken. The children in the car were not injured. The grandfather, who pled guilty to DWI, was sentenced to 30 days in jail, fined $200, and his license was suspended for 1 year. In the state of Virginia, it is legal to put passengers in the open bed of a pickup.
Reports of a rollover down display a little ways away from it. Lots of phone calls on it. The car's supposed to be on fire. Man, I hope there's nobody in that car.
1933 on the return to the station.
Man, I hope there's nobody in that car.
The one in front of the car's hurt the worst.
Okay, how many people total, do you know?
I was screaming at him and he couldn't open the door.
Okay.
So I ran over and I grabbed
Which one was this? Which one? Which side? Which?
This guy over here, not the guy.
Which side of the car was he sitting on?
He was in the driver's side, the one over here, because the other one was completely on the ground.
Right.
So I grabbed a rock and I smashed out the back window, and I pulled him out and brought him over here. And he said he was alone. He said he was alone. Then he said, "No, I'm not alone. There's somebody else in there." Okay. So I ran back. And I grabbed the other guy that was in there. He was completely unconscious. Right. And I grabbed him by the wrists and I dragged him out through the back window. Okay.
Was he in the back seat or was that front?
No, he was in the front seat, completely on the floor of the passenger side with his back against the door.
Did you see anything else in the car? Was there any beers or anything like that in the car?
I didn't even notice
signs that he was there.
I got him out the fast as I can. The thing was on fire.
Right. No, I'm just asking you.
No, I did not see any beers or anything in the car. I didn't even look. I couldn't have seen it if I tried.
You scared me.
Scared you? Okay. Somebody owes me a pair of shorts and a shirt, I'll tell you that much.
The operator obviously lost control and spun out and hit a light pole and burst into flames. He was lucky that a civilian was able to pull him out of the vehicle before it burst into flames. The extent of the injuries is unknown yet, or whether alcohol is even involved in the accident is unknown. Asked him how it happened. He said somebody cut him off and he went off the road.
You got a tow truck coming?
Yeah. You did a great job.
Thank you.
How'd you hurt your legs?
On the glass in the window. I couldn't get to the second guy. He was way in the front. I had to go inside of the car to get him.
So it's worth getting looked at.
I am going, yeah, that's going to need something. That's pretty deep.
You also do it. They took your name and everything?
Yeah, all that good stuff.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thanks for your help. Okay. Unfortunately, this is the second car that's burst in flames in the last 24 hours on this same portion of road. It's the third motor vehicle accident on this same portion of road in the last 24 hours. This gentleman said he was cut off by another motor vehicle and lost control and struck the pole.
The driver of the crashed car suffered a fractured pelvis. The passenger suffered a concussion. Troopers found no indication that alcohol was involved in the accident. The man who saved the occupants of the crashed car is being considered for a medal by the Massachusetts Humane Society.
Okay, we're en route to an accident at US 1 and 295. We got a report of 4 vehicles, possibly 5 involved, with a body laying in the roadway. We don't know if the body's a fatality or not. 825, Jackson.
825.
We need to do is shut the ramp down coming onto the interstate.
7-4.
What we got?
Looks like a single car motorcycle exited the roadway to the right here at speed, caught the a light pole there, and severed the lower quarter of his right leg.
25, 1055, 290.
It's going to be a single vehicle accident, motorcycle involved. You got serious injuries, amputation of a limb. Unknown if he's going to go 7 or not. Rescue's still working on him. They're bringing life flight in. We're going to try to shut the interstate down real quick.
Ma'am, did you witness this? He was going that way. I was going that way. All I saw was the motorcycle flipping over and over and over again.
El Lima, last name Direct, 423.
All right. He hit right here on the post. Right here on the side is where his leg took impact on the wall, on the pole. He had been traveling at a pretty good rate of speed, and evidently he couldn't negotiate the curve here on the interstate and went off the road. Point of impact was on this post right here. It threw him and his bike down there. It amputated his foot right here, which landed about 8 feet from the post and stayed here while his body and his motorcycle continued on. How fast were you traveling?
About 60.
Okay, and can you estimate how fast he was going?
He came up right behind me and zoomed right past me. It's like I wasn't even moving compared to him. By the time I got up here, this lady and another person was out and a man was out. And that's when we just tried to do what we could to stop his bleeding or whatever.
They're checking his internal organs because if he has internal injuries, they want to concentrate on that first. And then once they get through that, then they'll go work on the leg, and they'll probably end up going to surgery and made in surgery most of the night. If they can't reattach the leg, then they'll fix it up where he can at least get fitted for an artificial leg. If you're going to ride a bike, ride it safely. Wear a helmet, do whatever safety precautions it takes to ride it safely.
Surgeons were unable to reattach the motorcyclist's leg. He was released from the hospital 1 week later. He was charged with DUI, reckless driving, and for operating a motorcycle without a license. His blood alcohol level was 4 times the legal limit.
We're going to a reported automobile accident with injuries in the town of North Stonington on Route 184. Looks like it's in 137. Were you in the car here at all, or?
No, I was behind her or in front of her.
Okay.
I think in front of her.
Okay.
And I saw it happened so fast.
Are you hurt?
No.
You sure?
But I know she is. I was the first person to stop.
Just relax.
I was trying to get her out.
Relax.
I never seen her.
What's your name?
My name's Tanya.
Tanya? How old are you, Tanya?
22.
22? You know where you are right now? Where are you? On 184? Where do you live?
North Stonington, Cedar Ridge.
Okay. And where were you coming from?
Groton.
Groton? Okay. Where exactly are you feeling the most pain right now? Does your back hurt at all?
My abdomen hurts.
Okay, your abdomen hurts a lot. Okay, I understand that. How about your hips down in here? This hurts a lot right here? Okay. How about down here on your leg?
Yeah.
Your knee? What's that?
Yeah.
Okay, Tanya. How about this other leg over here? That hurt a lot? All right, let's get the oxygen on her right now. We're going to give you a little bit of oxygen. It's going to help pay for your breathing. All right, there's nothing wrong with your stomach here that we can see, so it's probably inside, all right? And you listening to me, Tanya? Okay, we're going to roll you over onto your back, all right? Okay, as slowly and as gently as we can. That's what we're going to try and do for you. Now, what I want you to do is hold her legs. Hold her two legs together down here, and I'll try and do her back and her hips at the same time. All right, Tanya, I'm going to say 3, and then we're going to roll you over in your back gently, all right? I know it's going to feel uncomfortable for you. All right, give me your hand right here.
Go ahead.
Keep it right here. All right, on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Gently. Okay, all right, okay. All right, okay. All right, Tanya, okay, we got you, kid.
Update on injuries for GFA?
Tell them internal.
Nothing else. Laceration on the knee.
Internal. I want you to breathe nice and slow and easy, all right? Because if you start breathing too fast, that's not going to do you any good, all right? Atta girl. There you go. You just squeeze my hand. Atta girl, Tanya. Who here's the EMT?
It's right here.
She got thrown.
Okay.
And this is where she landed on her left side. Primary problem right now she's got a rigid abdomen. That's where the majority of her pain is.
Okay.
Difficulty breathing, so we rolled her on a log roll on her back.
She's the only one?
She's the only one.
Okay.
Yeah. Paramedics are here, okay? And the ambulance people are here. They're going to take good care of you. All right, you understand that? Okay. All right, you just squeeze my hand here. Atta girl. All right, Tanya, they're going to turn you again back towards the way you were, okay? So you just keep yourself nice and relaxed there, and they'll do all the moving. Keep your hands right up here on your chest. Atta girl. All right, Tanya. Calm down. It's okay. Okay, Tanya. Okay.
That's it. That's it.
That's the end of the roll in there, kiddo. They're just putting some tape over your head here so that they can hold that next to those supports on the side. Atta girl. It's gonna feel real uncomfortable, but don't worry about it, okay? All right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, squeeze my hands, Tanya. We're going up. Atta girl. You stay right there. You keep squeezing them, Tanya. All right. Keep your hands right up there, okay? I'm not going in the ambulance with you. The paramedic's going to go with you, okay? All right. And you make sure you tell them where it hurts and how much it hurts. You're going to be just fine. You take it easy now. Keep that breathing nice and easy, kid. Coming from a dance club, obviously wasn't wearing her seatbelt. Should have had her seatbelt on. She wouldn't have been thrown out of the car for sure. Paramedics got her. They'll take her to the hospital. They'll do a good job. I think about my kids a lot in a situation like this. I just hope that they listen to the things I tell them and they wear their belts. This is what happens. It's so foolish.
At the time of the incident, troopers felt that she would not survive. She suffered internal injuries, including a broken pelvis and a ruptured bladder. She spent 12 days in the hospital and will be confined to a wheelchair for 2 months. Troopers determined that her drowsiness caused the accident.